Overnight oats is one of my favorite breakfast items to eat. It's simple because you prepare it the night before, it's cost effective, and it's extremely delicious. You can make it really however you want, and it's extremely customizable. So let me show you how to make the mixed berry and the peanut butter punch. Let's get into it, guys. So the key to the overnight oats, guys, is we prepare it the night before. So we want to go ahead, we want to add a half a cup right here, guys. We're going to add a half a cup right into our jar. And that's a half a cup of the oats, guys. And you want to use the old fashioned oats, because if you don't use the old fashioned oats, if you use like a quick oats, that's going to go ahead and that's going to make it a little bit, it's not going to hold the consistency that you want. You want it to be a little bit chewier, and that's going to make it a little soupier. We're going to go ahead, we're going to add a half a cup of whatever milk you like to use. I like to use almond milk, so we'll add our almond milk. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. We're gonna go ahead and add that in there. And that's gonna give it a little of a pudding-like texture, which is really good. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our syrup, guys. I'm using some sugar-free, low-calorie syrup, but you can use whatever you want. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna add a dash of this right on in. Boom. What we're gonna do from here, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and stir this up. And this right here is gonna be our base mix. So if you like different ingredients or wanna try something else, you can actually go ahead and just use this base right here, because this is what you leave in the fridge overnight. And then it's gonna be a lot thicker in the morning, and it's gonna be ready to go. But what we're doing right now is we're gonna make mixed berry, guys. So let's go ahead and let's make the mixed berry. Here's a quick pro tip, guys. If you wanna go ahead, I like to meal prep mine, so I like to make 5. I use the 16-ounce jars, and with the 16-ounce jars, it leaves you a little bit of room to go ahead and stir them. I don't like having the smaller jars because they fill up all the way and then you can't stir them and it's hard to eat them. So I like to use the 16-ounce jars. Quick pro tip, but also I like to meal prep them. So I make them a couple days in advance. So I'll show you a recipe right now how to make the larger base for 5 of the jars. So the recipe, guys, to make the 5 servings for your base, it's gonna be 2.5 cups of whatever oats that you like to use, guys. So there's 2, we need a half right now. So there we go. That's 2.5 cups right there. We also are gonna need 2.5 cups of whatever milk you like to use. I like to use the vanilla almond milk, so let's go ahead, let's add our 2 cups. There's 1. There's 2, and we actually need to add 2.5, so let's add that other half. There we go. That's 2.5. And then we also need to add 5 tablespoons of the chia seeds. So we're gonna add 1, 2, 3. Are you feeling the burn? 4, 5. Let's go. And then let's go ahead, and we're supposed to add 4 tablespoons of syrup, guys. I like to just go ahead, eyeball it a little bit. That looks great. And the reason we're adding the syrup is that adds some sweetness. You can use whatever sweeteners you like. What really, it's your personal preference. I like to use that one because it's low calorie. And I think that one just works pretty well. So we go ahead and just mix it up right here. And this is our base, guys. So this is what we can use for all of our jars, whatever flavors you like to add. But now that we've got our base done, let's go ahead and let's work on that mixed berry and our peanut butter punch. And now that we've carefully added our base mixture in there, we are almost done with the process. We are gonna take mixed berries, guys. I buy the frozen mixed berries, and we're gonna add 1/2 cup into this mix. And you can add more or you can add less. It's really your own personal preference. I like the fruit, guys. I've got a sweet tooth. So let's go ahead and let's add our berries right on in there. Oh yeah. All right, so now that our berries are getting in there, let's go ahead and give it a mix. And I like the frozen berries because it holds up well. Because remember, we're leaving these in there overnight, guys. So I've just found that when you go ahead and you add that mixture in there with the frozen berries, it holds up well overnight. So now that we're almost done, all we have to do, guys, we need to add a pinch of our coconut flakes. So let's go ahead and let's just grab a little pinch of that. And this is how much you like. I'm a big fan of coconut, so maybe you don't want to use coconut, or maybe you want to use like flax seeds or something else. But it's really easy, guys. It's that simple.
Okay, it's just that simple.
So for the mixed berry, we've got our oat base in there. We've got our mixed berries, and then we've got our coconut in there. So we'll leave that in there overnight, and then we're ready to eat it out in the morning. We'll just take it out. We'll go ahead, we'll give it a stir, and we'll be ready to enjoy. And that's the mixed berry, guys. Let's get into the peanut butter punch. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter right into the bottom of our jar right down in there. We'll go ahead and we'll just try to flatten that out just like that. All right, so we've got our peanut butter in there. Have some quality peanut butter. And what we want to do now is we want to take a tablespoon of our flax seeds and we want to go ahead and just mix them on in here and try to cover the top layer of that peanut butter. Because remember, we're leaving this in there overnight, so we want to preserve the peanut butter a little bit. We don't really want our mixture to touch that, which is why we put that top layer of the chia seeds in there. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take another cup of our mixture and we're going to add it right on top of that. Let's see if I can do this with precision. Okay, all right, I got lucky there. All right, here we go. I'm not a doctor, guys, but I try to have the steady hand. Okay, boom. All right, we're adding it right in there, guys. Now that we've got our mixture in there, let's go ahead and let's just flatten this right down, just like that. Never leave the man behind, you know what I'm saying, guys?
Because I'm with you to the end of the line.
All right, so now that we've got our mixture in there, we've got our peanut butter, we've got our layer of chia seeds, we've got our mixture now in there. Now what we want to do is we want to add our peanut butter clusters, guys. It wouldn't be a peanut butter punch without more peanut butter. So we need to go ahead and add these clusters in there. I like to use the kind ones. They're really delicious. And we want to go ahead and we want to add 1/3 of a cup, guys, right in top of that. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to add this right on in, guys. Boom. We'll give it a little bit of a shake. And then what we want to do from here is we want to go ahead and we want to add our coconut flakes. Add our coconut flakes. And you don't have to add the coconut flakes if you don't like it, but I like the coconut flakes, which is why I put them in there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add a little bit more of our syrup. You can also use honey right on top, just like that, guys. And boom, that's the peanut butter cluster, and this one only costs $1.21 per serving to make. So this one's very cost effective, guys, and it's delicious. And the nutritional facts is that it's 590 calories, it's 20 grams of protein, 72 grams of carbs, and 32 grams of fat. So it's amazing, guys. This one, if you're in the gym or you're trying to get that protein in for the day, this is a great one, and it's delicious, especially if you like peanut butter. And here's something else that's awesome about the mixed berry, guys. For this one single serving portion, it only costs $1.21 to make. It's extremely budget friendly, which is one of my favorite things about this overnight oats, guys. It's very cheap, but it's still packed with flavor and it's delicious. Also nutritionally, guys, I'll throw them up so that you can see them, but it's only got 285 calories. It's got 8 grams of protein in it. It's got 48 grams of carbs and 8 grams of fat. So this is a really good meal. It's healthy and it's full of flavor. And guys, that's it for this video. I hope you try out the peanut butter punch. I hope you try out the mixed berry. These are overnight oats. They're simple, they're cost effective. If you got something out of this video, I hope you drop a like. I appreciate it, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.